Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. This is the fire element reading for August for 2023. Fire element reading. What does fire element represent in your birth chart? That is where you will feel that connection to Leo in particular for this month, for Aries and Sagittarius. If you're not sure how strong the fire element is in your birth chart, you might want to take a look into where your sun sign is. What planets you have floating around in the sign or next to it. That'll help you gauge what messages could come from this reading that could affect your life. For the fire element, so wherever you have fire in your chart, you will be affected. Message coming. Oh, the Queen of Cups. Very loving and committed, according to this. Yes, she is. She's all love. She is what teaches. She's a teacher of conditional love, right? Love on earth, what we need to have as brotherly and sisterly love. But then she is also the healer of love. And that's where that unconditional love comes in. And then we have the Three of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Emperor. We have the courage. Take heart. To heal that broken heart with conversation. And taking on the lead, controlling conversation. Be careful. You might want to pay attention to the lesson on the 4th, because these cards show up, especially the heartbreak and the Three of Cups here, the Three of Swords and the Three of Cups. See where your energy is this month, particular to relationships, with conversations that may want you to go into your intuition a little more. See, manifesting self-love is what we need to do for this month, in particular for the self. Do something good for you. If you're not feeling connected to people like you would like to be, then take time for yourself. What are the messages for the earth element for August 2023? Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages for the earth element? Thank you for protecting us and keeping us safe as a collective. What does the collective need to know? Earth element. Messages for the earth element. The layout is still the same. I haven't changed that. Oh, cracked open on the Knight of Cups and Justice. So we're seeking out to make an offer that is justified, a justifiable offer. And that's a good idea to do if it's justifiable. Just make sure you follow your instincts. Fire element. Anywhere in your chart, you will be affected this month. We are all affected this month. So just keep to your intuition. You're very passionate, and you'll be even more intuitive. So the layout, as I said, stays the same. The first line is all about you, the viewer. And if you're... Sorry, I have a bit of dust here. Crumbs, something. The first line is you, so you meaning the viewer, and if you have fire elements in your charts, strong elements, or even not so strong, and you follow this, you feel the connection, then this is you. If you're a cross watcher, then this still is you, or you may reverse the second line because the second line is the significant other. If you don't have a significant other, then it is anyone you deal with outside of your circle. So let's see how they fall. Looking good. Okay. Bring them up a little more. Then the third line is the outcome. So the second line is your interaction with others. And the third line is the outcome of that interaction. See at the bottom of the deck we have the 12, the hangman. So taking on a perspective about disappointments, breaking hearts, and bringing in the balance. To walk away is bringing in the balance and leaving behind a broken heart, taking on a different perspective, following that intuition, that abundance. You're following abundance, you're following what you really want. You're doing it happily. You're doing it thinking of the truth, thinking of what to say, thinking of what needs to be said, and investigating further, taking that lead, taking control. Age of Wands, having that conversation, bringing an end. 18 Wands by the moon. Again, we want to look at where the moon phases are affecting you in particular. We are into a new moon, if it hasn't started yet. We have the Six of Swords. I think you really do want to take a look at the lesson on the 4th. It plays into having or wanting to go into peaceful time, because it's divinely guided. And again, by the moon this will take place, and you will have a conversation, a meeting, or holding back, going out and speaking, or holding back on speaking and changing direction of your life. Okay, you really do need to listen to that lesson, because that's exactly how the reading started, with just what I said there. Okay, so that's a lesson on the 4th. Let's see what we have going on here. So the first line is healing, bringing down the tower, having that courage to do so and go into a commitment. And this is what you want, fire elements. You want to heal, and you want to make that change, and you want that courage to go forward into a commitment. And that's good. That's very good. Wanting it is a good idea. And there's the healing coming first, and of course that healing brings an ending to illusion. Being fed up with the illusion, not wanting to live in a reality base is delusional. You can't. You have to see reality. And there it is. The truth is coming from an ending. Just as it's what I like to call this card here, the 21, the World card, because it's a culmination. We go through stages, and this is higher arcana. So healing and bringing down that tower brings out the truth. These 4 cards here will bring in a healing again, and unveiling what is illusion or lies. Just bringing out the lies and bringing it up to the light, because we have to in order to heal. And this is with other people, so it's other people speaking the truth to you, or the truth just coming into your energy. If it's not a person, you get to intuitively know what is the truth, because this card is all about intuition. Again, that lesson on the 4th is very highlighted here. with this too, because it's intuition. And you have another 2 for the coupling, so the balance is there. And then the 3 of Wands we have coming down this way is the 6 of Cups. It ends with the 6 of Cups, so there is a harmony that is being sought out. You want to get that harmony in what you've worked on, being able to walk away from what has occurred in the past, having a plan to get married. See, the marriage card is here. The courage to do it, the courage to go forward and get that healing. Your determination is building up. You're already at the 9 of Wands down here. When we look at these cards, there's a desire to move forward. It's being pushed, actually. The just desserts is to go off and be married and have that life that you want. You want that. Most of us do. I mean, we want to share. We're looking at, again, I've said it before, I think it was in the last month, that we are looking to settle with people. We want to build on relationships. It doesn't matter what your age is or what generation you're in. It is a new beginning. It is a new cycle for our existence down here on earth. And we want to go forward with healing that relationship. It's a relationship that we want to heal and do it emotionally. It's an emotional healing that's very passionate, because there is a want to be married and a want to learn more and go to that higher level of understanding, and it is vast. This month here, we're reaching for all extremities to clear a path to what we really want, because it is all about happiness. The 6 of Cups here, this love, this unconditional love, it is a teaching that we are learning, all of us, on many different levels, what capacity we have to give that love. Okay, and that is for, as far as we could take it, for just being generous to strangers, to the point of getting married. So it is bringing in that love. This is interesting. So let's take a look and see what's with this Tower. What's going on with this Tower? Okay, so we have the 2 of Wands, making new plans. Because of betrayal, there is justice. This is why the Tower is coming down. It has to come down. Spirit is not allowing a relationship to be compromised. It's as simple as that. And there's that standing up for what you believe in, and then there's that strategy. But this is betrayal. In this deck, this is thievery and conspiracy and just doing the wrong. And then we have the integrity. So we're fighting between integrity and conspiracy, and making plans to destroy a relationship. We're fighting with that within ourselves, and we're protecting what we love because we want to make that offer. But we're going to take our time. We're going to take as long as it takes. We're going to take the time, but we are determined to make that offer. And in that determination, we are building up the confidence, because we want to go in with all the passion we can muster up, and we want to tell the truth. And there it is. We want the marriage. Working on things from the past because it's destiny. All right, and then it's the King of Pentacles, who represents the Emperor, that is very connected to the Hierophant. Again, it comes with the marriage. This is linking to want to get into a relationship that is a very serious relationship, But at the same time, let's just put it back here. At the same time, we have growth processing. It's growth and change and evolution for souls in general, where we see the test and we understand the lesson of why we are put in the position that we are in. We are made to choose, and we are made to follow that choice with all of our love, all of our passion, all of our logic, all of our understanding of what it is that we really want in the future, because we're building our future right here in this month. Even before, in July, it was the foundation of the future. We're setting the foundation here with our integrity, wanting to stand up for what we believe in. Fire signs are having it really hard for this month. And when I say hard, it's not a bad thing. Eh? This is destiny. If you want your future to be set, then now is the time to make that foundation hold, knowing what you want, regardless of if you will get it or not. The determination is there, then you will find your way. The will, that determination, because you want it, no matter how you look at it, because that's what we saw here at the bottom. No matter what way you look at it, if you know what you want, Spirit will come and help you. Spirit will come and help you to stand your ground and take that courage to make that commitment, because it is destined. But it's the will. It's that will. Okay, when you sit and take a look at where you've been and what you have and where you want to go, that is all of this here. Settling into what you want to be in whatever commitment. It doesn't have to be a marriage of romance. It could be a business proposal that you are making or getting into. Let's see, what does this Four of Wands represent? Again, it's destiny, fortune, ending the cycle. We have the oh my goodness, it's exactly like in that lesson. You need to look at the fourth. Okay, so it's an ending. It's an ending. It's whether the Wheel of Fortune brings in this love and happiness and a house and home, and that marriage, that courage to go for that marriage is destined. But the devil is here, saying this is an obsession. The obsession is going to end. It's destined. The marriage for some will take place and for others it won't. It really depends on your situation, because the Knave of Pentacles is making sure to stay focused on betrayal. See, the last betrayal here. And that Five of Wands is competitive communication. For the King, he's anxious, manifesting an offer. The Knight of Wands is taken back what was taken from him, because he has a loss. See, there's transformation. This major change, working on details to get that new beginning. Oh, it's exactly like that reading. I mean, the lesson. Well, I know it's coming from fire signs. I mean, the fire element. And when I say fire signs, Sagittarius is present in that lesson. Even though I don't call out the signs. And Leo in particular is there. And of course, Aries is just that determination to control. It's all there. That lesson is definitely for the fire element. So we have the truth, and we have working on it, and then there's the King of Wands. So it's not the end. It's not the end of, I shouldn't say that because it is the end. We have the end here. We have the two tens showing right here. That's an end. It's definitely an end, but not necessarily in a bad way, because there is healing. There is healing coming from healing again. We have the two healing cards lined up here. Okay, and the first card to jump out is that unconditional love with the Queen of Cups. Again, it's all in layers. So we have some of us, and I say us, I mean the collective. Anywhere in the chart where you have fire, some of us are going through a deceptive relationship, conspiracy and such, and then others are going through that culmination of, yes, we are going to get married, I want to be with you, etc. And it is destined. Okay, that is where the focus needs to be. If you know your partner and you follow your intuition and you say, you know, I want to be in a relationship, and you both want the same thing, then it is a question of timing. You will get that. But I have to bring in the fact that there are those out there who are trying to manipulate a relationship just to have control. And that came up in lessons previous to the 4th. So this is not just new news. This is what happens when people are looking to single out a means of feeding their addiction, because that is what is based on. I'm looking for the 9. Here it is. It's 9. That is what is based on the anxiety and trying to manifest an offer. If you're doing it out of anxiety, then there's a problem. And that's where healing needs to come in. This was the 4. For the wedding. For wanting to take the relationship to a higher level. That anxiety needs to be looked into. You need to either come clean with your partner and say, this is how I really feel. Or you need to go within yourself and see what it is you're trying to get into. What is the relationship that you really want to, the commitment that you're really trying to make? Is it to have more than what you do need? Because that is the anxiety talking. You know, that set of cold feet to get into a marriage, thinking, well, I'm going to be trapped. Well, it looks, from what I saw, it looks like it is set up to be a trap. But that's what you will know, because you will know your partner. And you'll be able to walk away. What is this 3 of Wands? Okay, what happened here? Let's do it. It's just breaking up. It won't come back together. The King of Swords, again, the truth. This is somebody who, again, this is outside of you, the viewer, but this is the next person. It could be the man in your life, because it's a king. The King of Swords, wanting to speak the truth very passionately, standing up and fighting, either to get control or to take back control. There is a loss for what was taken, what was lost. There's that 7 that came up earlier for that thievery and that creativity of, I want to create a new beginning. It's the end here. Again, another ending. But then it's not just an ending, it's a transformation. So it's creating a change. See, creating a change and doing it with the truth, because he's determined. He's really determined to speak that truth and wanting to take back what was stolen, lost, and being honest and being creative and doing it with the desire to change life. Again, this is the perspective card, the 12 here. It's all reflected, It's all reflected. All right, I don't seem to see, what is this 2 of, I can see 2 of, the Empress. The High Priestess, sorry. What does she represent here? Oh, see, divine guidance by the moon. So look to the full moon. Look to see the phases of the moon where we are, because you will have a conversation. You will go out and you will have that healing conversation, determined to go, determined to work together, make that justice come in. Again, the Queen of Swords with the truth, working with, again, more truth. Okay, so with 9 swords, again, this is going to be very anxious. Your conversation, when you decide to speak with your mate, your partner, you will get the truth. If you are suspicious, your suspicions will be put to rest, because there will be healing, a healing conversation about being together, changing direction in life, holding back on changing that direction, or holding back about talking about changing the direction, to heal. So going out and not speaking about what is to take place, to heal it, or to speak about it at the right moment, that is when it's going to take on, intuitive, you're going to know when to make the change and change direction and do that offer, because it's going to heal. This offer is going to heal. It's going to heal the whole thing, and that is divinely guided by the moon. So you don't have to worry. It's like I said, don't worry. If you're into your growth, your personal growth, manifesting self-love, it will bring the partnership that is deserving, because Spirit will not allow. Once you change your perspective, everything changes, and change is here, changes arrives, coming. Let's see what and this is all relating to family, work, partnerships. It's relationships, any relationship. Just look to see who you're dealing with, on what level, your history with them, how long you've known them, how far you've come with conversations, what you talk about, when you talk. I mean, look into everything. You have to, in order to know that you're going the right way and you're feeling your way. You have to feel your way. What is the oracle message for the fire elements for this month of August 2023? What is the oracle message? Thank you, Spirit. It's all about healing relationships. It's on a very basic level, but it can go to very extreme levels, where we're talking marriage and divorce and taking on third parties and getting out of third party situations. I mean, it's all relationships, eh? So we have to take it in stride, because this is part of life, where how we communicate, how we feel, and what we want, it does affect how other people respond, and then in turn how they react to or communicate in return. And that's when you have manipulation starting up. If you open up yourself to be manipulated, well, it is because you need to learn that there is manipulation, and it is upside down. Co-create. Let's see. And at the bottom we have a new life. Okay, so let's see what the upside down 40 for the fire elements. Let's see, 40. If we were to follow the numbers, we would be at 39 before we started. Let's see what that is. Oh my goodness, it's a new life. So we're just doing the circle. We're going round and round, like that 8 of Swords. And it has to happen because Venus is in retrograde. So let's we'll read New Life, and then we'll do the co-create. So the New Life is birth of new ideas, growth, opportunities, a breath of fresh air, life renewing itself. So we're starting over again. See, this is where this comes in. The 13. Oh, I see we had orphan, and that's in the reverse. So we're no longer feeling that lack and that sense of loss because we're changing. We're getting a new life, and that is where this card comes in, the 3 of Wands, because we have that ability to take ourselves and walk away from relationships that do not serve us. We want to make a commitment. Remember that. And in order to do that, we have to be able to walk away from what no longer serves us, so that we can have that love. And we have to come in with love. Before we can receive, we must be able to give ourselves that love. Right, so now we come up to the co-create. So what is, if we know that we're able to walk away, I guess we're choosing not to. Co-creating means creativity, art, inspiration, fruition, manifestation. Okay, so it sounds like it's just the opposite. We'll read the protection because it's upside down, and it is, you are trying too hard to create all that you desire without the nurturing, vital force of spirit. Perhaps you are in a creative slump, suffering writer's block, facing a monumental task, but unable to decide on your first step. So you just avoid doing anything. Does the word overwhelmed apply to you right now? Why do you think it all has to come down to you? Inspiration means the drawing in of divine guidance. You must tap into spirit, not simply yourself. Ask spirit for inspiration. 2 minds are greater than one. So co-create with your divine partner. Reclaim your partnership with spirit. Inspiration will flow through you as soon as you get out of your own way. So there it is. If you're trying too hard to make something fit, you need to let it go. And you need to let spirit come in and say, is this what you really want? Okay, I'll give it to you. Because that's what spirit wants from us. To let the universe provide for us, just like the birds do. The birds don't worry about where they're going to get their next meal, nor do any of the other animals that live in the wild. The universe provides. Everything that they need, they have, and all they have to do is get up and go and get it, and that's what they do every day. Just like us humans. But we get caught up in what we think we want, and then we confuse things. Remember the 9, eh? But self-love, manifesting it, is the first step. And that we need to focus on this month of August. We need to bring in our own love, dance around in it a little bit, and then give it out. But giving it out in equal measure. Giving it out because we want to give it out, not because we feel forced to. And if you're feeling that you're going in a compromising direction, pull back. Where is my card? Pull back and sit, because Spirit is giving us that anyway. Don't feel like you have to reach out to people if you're not feeling connected to them. Take the time you need for yourself. And with that, I thank you for showing up, for your likes, your subscribes, your shares. Until our next read, Fire Element, love and light.